Have you worked for a manager whose appreciation for your contribution was sincere? One of my viewers learned the value of appreciation from his father and applies in his practice until today. And he's reaping good results. But before we get to hear what he has to say, yes, I'm Indian. The face of the accent gives it away. My name is D. Sorrel and I'm a CPA paying taxes in Australia. I help clients build their careers in their finances. I work with a get line, not a deadline. I share experience and now the mail. Hi, I learned something powerful from my father, a great leader and the founder of the very business I run today. He believed that expressing gratitude isn't just good manners, it's good leadership. One of his habits was to leave handwritten thank you notes on his team members' desks. No fanfare, just heartfelt appreciation. I've continued this small tradition and I have seen how much it means to the people who work with us. Some of the staff my father personally recruited are still with us, a testament to the culture he created. A simple note of thanks reminds people that they are seen, valued and respected. It costs nothing but builds everything. Thank you for sharing. And let me congratulate you for this mail. And in fact, I too am a believer and it resonates quite well with me that leadership is not always about taking big decisions. It is about small gestures. Some lessons stay with us for life, and sincere and personal appreciation builds a culture, which you have also seen, and your mail is a testament to that. So guys, keep the voices going. Every voice opens a new door and helps others. So until we meet tomorrow, have a great night. I work for a manager who has built employee recognition into the system. One of my viewers has. But before we hear what he has to say, yes, I'm Indian. The face and the accent gives it away. My name is D. Sorrel and I'm a CPA paying taxes in Australia. I help clients build their careers in their finances. I work with a get line, not a deadline. I share experience. Now the mail. Hi, I want to share my leadership style. I recognize that everyone wants to feel important. And there's nothing wrong with it. If I said that I did not want to feel important, I would be telling the truth. I give every staff member the opportunity to be seen, heard and valued. I employ a unique approach that turns this into action. I call it annual empowerment appointments, not KPIs. Once a year, I schedule a one-on-one opportunity with every member of my team, not just for performance reviews, but to present their growth, share their achievements, and discuss how they have added value. This is their moment to advocate for themselves, make a case for a salary rise, and take ownership of their professional journey. I've been running my practice for over 12 years now, and majority staff have been with me from the beginning. I've realized that by doing so, I encourage accountability and have built a culture where contribution is directly tied to reward. It also gives me better visibility into performance from the employee's lens. Thanks for sharing, and it's quite detailed. I like the way that you've described what you do and how you do it. Look, in my opinion, recognition is not a bonus, it's a strategy. And empowerment is how we can retain the best, because this is one of the strategies that I also follow in my practice. I do delegate and I try as much as possible to let the staff take the ownership, because when I give them this opportunity to show their worth, they exceed it. So guys, keep the voices flowing, and until I see you tomorrow, whatever time, have a great evening. It's Friday after all. Enjoy. Have a great night, guys. Bye. Have you worked for a manager who takes full responsibility when things go wrong, never plays the blame game, is very supportive and respectful? One of my viewers is working for one such manager. But before we get to what he has to share, yes, I'm Indian. The face and the accent gives it away. My name is D. Sorrel and I'm a CPA paying taxes in Australia. I help clients build their careers in their finances. I work with a get line, not a deadline. I share experience. Now the mail. Hi, my manager's motto is simple. If ever any team member makes a mistake, it's on me. When I joined the business in 2023, at first I found it unreal. He meant it. I haven't worked with a manager like him before and have no plans to change. He never plays the blame game. He stands by us when things don't go as planned and takes the fall without hesitation. In return, he offers genuine support, constant encouragement and deep respect, especially for those who give their 100% even if the outcome isn't perfect. He has full praise for our effort and intent. He believes that wholehearted attempts, even if unsuccessful, are better than inaction. But he has one rule, and that is non-negotiable. You can make mistakes, but don't come to me with excuses, come with solutions. Thanks for sharing. What a great story. What a great manager. And working with a manager like yours must be a leadership masterclass in action. And I can imagine the culture in this workplace. The culture would be a performance-driven culture, very supportive and driven by purpose and not by fear. And what also I can say is that this manager of yours has built a lot of loyalty and trust. And in fact, he's earned it. So guys, keep the voices flowing. Every story opens a new door and can help others and guide others. So until we meet next time, have a great night. Bye. Have you worked for a manager who does not ask for results, but what drives his team? One of my viewers has been working for one such manager for the last 3 years. But before we get to what he has to share, yes, I'm Indian. The face and the accent gives it away. My name is D. Sorrel and I'm a CPA paying taxes in Australia. I help clients build their careers in the finances. I work with a get line, not a deadline. I share experience. Now the mail. Hi. Ours is a high-performing team and it isn't built on pressure. It's built on connection. And the credit for this goes to a manager who always asks what drives you on. He has been leading our team for 3 years now and he's the best example of a leader who leads with empathy. We have a half-yearly KPI meeting, but instead of pushing KPIs, he pulls us forward with purpose. Something not only I, but some other members of the team have realized that he doesn't assume motivation, he discovers it. His conversations are real conversations and not just corporate slogans. Tell you what, I'm loving this. We've had additions to the team, but none of us has left the team. He knows each one of us has different drivers: growth, recognition, flexibility, challenge, purpose. And he doesn't treat one-size-fits-all incentives as leadership. He customizes his approach. I've learned a lot from a manager, but the foremost is that he acknowledges what drives his team. I'm confident in saying that it is the single mindset which changes everything. Thanks for sharing. And like I said in the middle, while I was reading your mail, yes, I love the way you have described your manager and his leadership style. And the way you speak about your manager, I see that this is real leadership in action. The impact is also clear. He has earned your respect and loyalty. So guys, keep the voices flowing. Every story opens a new door and can guide others. So until we meet each other, have a great night. For a manager who listens to you out of intention and makes you feel heard, genuinely heard. One of my viewers is working for one such manager. But before we hear what she has to say, yes, I'm Indian. The face and the accent gives it away. My name is D. Sorrel and I'm a CPA paying taxes in Australia. I help clients build their careers in the finances. I work with a get line, not a deadline. I share experience, not the mail. Hi, I work for a manager who listens, and I mean truly listens. She doesn't interrupt. She doesn't jump in what she thinks right away. Instead, she gives you her full attention, and in doing so, she makes you feel genuinely heard. Working for her, I have realized that listening is more than just a skill, it's an attitude. She holds space for you without rushing to reply. When someone listens like that, they're not just collecting information but are opening their minds to something deeper. She has built a great team culture which is rooted in trust, openness, and genuine collaboration. The previous manager was good too, but our current manager is even better because she truly listens. Sometimes that is all it takes to bring out the best in people. I say this from experience. Our performance has noticeably improved and we strive to do even better. So thanks for sharing this and the way you describe the skill and define it as an attitude is what I like the most. And in fact, what you've said here also resonates with me because I do believe that this kind of attentive listening does lead to a much deeper connection. And I'm also a big believer that true leadership begins with listening. It builds trust, it fosters respect, and it creates creates much more meaningful dialogue. So guys, keep the voices flowing, and until I see you next time,